In this video, we're going to take a look at the GT500 towplane flight test that we conducted recently. Although the flight test lasted nearly an hour, in this video we'll take a look at about the first 10 minutes.
Flight instruments to start with. Altimeter 293. Airspeed was already alive. Pump is set 123.0. Beacons on, fuel pump is off. Flaps are in the up position. Flight controls. Left is left. Right is right. And up. And down. And right and left. Zoom in on the GPS here, just give us a little better orientation. And we'll go ahead and run up, do a mag check. And we'll run it as much as we can hold the brakes for. That's about it right there, 38. 20 and left mag. And back to both. And right mag. And back to both. And back to 3820. And the engine sounds smooth. Got 143 on the water temperature. EGTs are both about 1040, 1045. The internal EIS altitude is showing minus 10 feet for reference. And we're going to be checking a couple of things on today's flight. Of course, the first one is going to be maximum RPM during the climb out and level off phase to see if we match up with that 6250 to 6500 RPM range that we talked about. Warming up on the engine. Got our water temperature pretty much stabilized at about 150. Outside air temperature is really sweet today. Okay, we'll do a 360 check for traffic. Oh, I got a little camera problem up there. I didn't notice. And no traffic in there. Yep. Like a little headwind there, about 5 knots. And we're ready for takeoff. Smooth RPM right on it. On the full throttle, and there we got 61, 60, 62, 6250. On the climb at 63, and we're climbing at 60 miles an hour. And we're out of the inversion layer there to smooth out considerably. And 6340, looking real good on the RPM. EGTs are looking good. Water input system was 824 Delta, and we're clear, right? Engine's running real smooth. We're just now approaching 1,000 feet on the EIS and 1,300 on the altimeter. So we've already climbed 1,000. That'll give us a reference for rate of climb. We'll continue the climb here a little bit more. Still at 60 miles an hour. And then as we level off, we're going to watch we're going to watch to see what our RPM does as we gain speed. And so there's 1,700 feet, 1450 on the EIS, and there's 65, 6510, and we've got it set at 65, 6540. That's actually not too bad. We're looking pretty good, and we're doing about 85 on the, still climbing a little bit, 65, 60. There's a little bit of directional stability. It's becoming a little divergent just because of that big fairing that's on the front. Looking good. Okay, I'm going to RPM, throttle it back. And we'll get it below that 65. There we go. And the EGTs are still looking good. And we'll go back to a climb. And we'll slow the thing back to 60 miles an hour. And I just tightened the trim there a little bit, so let's trim it out. And we're at 2,000. And since this is a test flight, we're going to stay in the general vicinity of the airport just for safety's sake while we experiment a little bit here. And we're back down to about 5160 on the RPM. Clearing the area for traffic. We'll head out towards the freeway here just a little bit, get away from the airport traffic area. And we're going to go ahead and pull the power to about 5,000. There's 5,000. And we'll go ahead and do a couple stalls here to see how the stall characteristics are. We're right on the forward CG limit, so we would expect pretty stable stall characteristics at this point. And indicated about 42, and my stick is bottomed out. A little buffet, a little drop away on the nose at this point. Back to 50, still stuck on the back, and it's braking and buffeting at 40. A little rudder input, and we can keep it pretty well aligned even though it's going through the porpoise routine here. So that's 40, and that's with no flaps. We'll recover. And we're going to go to a little bit less RPM this time. And we're still at 2,000 feet. And I'm going to go 10 degrees of flaps. And we'll go ahead. This is at 4,400 RPM. And there's 40, 38, 37, and dropping away a little bit better that time. We'll get a little more speed, we'll take a run at it here. Down there's 55. And we'll hold that attitude. There's 45, 40, 40, we're losing it again. Right at 40. Now, of course, that's indicated. And a little wing throttle. That's just a 462 for Delta. And we'll keep it at flat speed over to 20. And with 20 degrees of flaps, there's 40. And on pull back stick, a little bit rough, a little bit more of the brake that time. And it's porpoising right to 35 on that one. And it does get a little loose on the ailerons when we do that. And now we're at full flaps. And there's 35. And breaking away. Okay, so we'll recover.